Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet. And then we are having this question. It says, classify the compound B as either primary, secondary, or tertiary. Okay, our B is that compound. It's an alcohol by virtue of having the OH functional group. Okay, then how do we classify it? This is what you have to remember. Okay, we're having our CH3, we're having CH attached to OH. So this is it. Our classification is done basing on this marriage here. Sorry, this part of the marriage here. Yes, how do we do that? If the carbon atom, this carbon atom on which OH is attached to one alkyl group, that class is primary. If the carbon atom, I mean this one, on which OH is attached to two alkyl groups, like this one is an alkyl group, and this one is another alkyl group, then that one is secondary. If the carbon atom on which OH is attached to three alkyl groups, then that compound is classified as tertiary. So what is our class here? Our class is secondary. Thank you. Why? The reason is that the carbon atom on which OH is attached is attached to two alkyl groups. Okay, that's that. And that's the reason. So let us go to the next question. Okay, then comes this question. It says, briefly explain why it is advisable that reaction 1 takes place using water bath. So why should we use water bath during reaction 1? Okay, the answer is simple, that it involves use of alcohol and there is heating, and alcohols are flammable. So that's the reason. So let us write it down. So that is the reason. It's flammable, and we must avoid using direct heat. Then comes this question. It says, write the structure formula of the functional group of A, B, and C. Okay, so what is the functional group of A? A is a bromoalkane, and its functional group is Br. Okay. B is an alcohol, and its functional group is OH. Okay. C is an alkane, and its functional group is C double bond C. So those are the functional group, the structure of the functional group of A, B, and C. Okay, let's go to the next question. So comes this question. It says, compare the boiling point of A, B, and C and explain your answer. So we are comparing them. What can we say? We are going to say C has the lowest boiling point. Followed by A. And what can we say? B has the highest boiling point. C has the lowest, followed by A, then B has the highest. Okay, then how do we explain this? The explanation is that we have to remember that boiling point is a function of intermolecular forces. So it depends on that. So what do we say here? We are going to let us look at B. B belongs to which homologous series? It's an alcohol. And what do we have in alcohol? Hydrogen bond, which are the strongest. That explains why B has the highest boiling point. Okay, when you come to A belongs to haloalkanes, and it has dipole forces, which are stronger than London forces, which are found in C. So the explanation lies in the nature of intermolecular forces. The strongest are hydrogen bond in alcohols, followed by dipole in allohalcanes. Then the least is C, which are the hydrocarbons. So let's write that one down. So yeah, this is the explanation. We say B has the strongest intermolecular forces called hydrogen bond, followed by A, which has dipole forces. C has the weakest intermolecular forces called London forces. And the conclusion says that stronger intermolecular forces require a large amount of heat to overcome, so resulting into high boiling point. Okay, let's look at the next question. Yeah, now comes this question. It says, compare the vapor pressure of compounds A, B, and C. Explain your answer. Now, to answer this question, we have to know that vapor pressure is dependent on intermolecular forces. The stronger the intermolecular forces, the less is the ability for the intermolecular forces to break and release the vapor. So what do we see? We normally see that the stronger the intermolecular forces, the less is the vapor pressure. And that's going to be the trend. So which one is having the highest vapor pressure? We're going to say C has the highest vapor pressure. Followed by what? Followed by A. And B has the least or the smallest vapor pressure. Okay. Now they say explain your answer. How to explain? We have to remember that B, which is alcohol, has the strongest intermolecular forces. And the stronger the intermolecular forces, the less is the vapor released. And we must also remember that C has the weakest. The weaker the intermolecular forces, the easier they are broken to release the vapor. So that is going to be our answer. Let us write it down. So that is the explanation. The stronger the intermolecular forces, the less is the ability for the intermolecular forces to break, to release vapor. So the less is the vapor pressure. So no wonder alcohols, which are having the strongest intermolecular forces, have the least. And alkenes, which are having the least, they have the highest. Okay, that's that. We are going to cut this video here. More questions are going to be taken to part 3. So the channel is PSSB, Physical Sciences, Silver Bullet, and it's Richard. Okay, see you then. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks.